Hi, my name is Rachel Klein. I'm the chef at Aura Restaurant at the Seaport Hotel down the Seaport District in Boston. So this is a really straightforward, I want to say easy dish to do at home. You can either go to the butcher and get chicken tenderloin, or you can get the chicken breast and cut actual strips. Pretty much you want to cut away as much fat as you can see and just make them pretty even looking. I mean, chicken's pretty lean to begin with, but, you know, it's just a good thing, especially with children, to get rid of as much fat as possible. You want to lightly salt your chicken and pepper. I think it's really good for children to eat seasoned food. I think sometimes people veer away from the salt and the pepper and the spices and the herbs, but at the end of the day, you're just developing their palate, and the younger they are, the better it is to develop, because they'll eat more as they grow older. You don't want to over salt the food. I mean, that's not good, but you definitely should incorporate some seasonings and some herbs. So I have a stainless steel saute pan, which I added some canola oil to. We're going to let that come up to a high heat, and you kind of, you know when that's coming up, when the oil starts to spread away from the pan, and you're just going to place your chicken tenders in the oil and lightly brown them on both sides. While those are cooking, we can start our sauce, which is actually pretty easy and pretty quick. You want a half a cup of brown sugar and a quart of fresh squeezed orange juice. And then you're going to dissolve this, let it come to a boil, and then reduce it by half. So we poured the excess oil out from the pan, and our sauce is reduced by around a quarter. What we're going to do with the high heat, we're going to add the sauce, and it's going to boil up. The sugars are going to caramelize a little bit, and we're going to coat the chicken tenders. We're going to finish cooking the chicken tenders with the steam and the heat from the liquid, and the sauce is going to reduce in the pan and create a glaze from the brown sugar. And I think this is the fun part for the kids, is that, you know, it's orangey, it's got a little sweetness to it, and it glazes the chicken. So while this is reducing a bit, we're going to add a little bit more. When it comes to kids, I like to cook chicken extremely well done. I mean, for an adult, a little bit pink is okay, but for a child, I like to cook it all the way through. And depending on how adventurous your child is, you can season it now with herbs. You can put scallions or cilantro or some basil, or, you know, even some, you know, chopped red bell peppers. This is kind of a base recipe where you can keep adding. You can add bok choy or have some fun with it, or even mushrooms. So once the sauce is thickened up, you can see it's kind of boiling. It's got a little viscosity to it. You want to drain the water really well. Add the noodles. Kind of toss them around a bit. Oops, that's in the back over there. And then you can serve. This portion's for a large child. And then at the end, we've pretty much, this is a regular navel orange. I mean, you can add some orange segments. To garnish and add a little fresh fruit, so it was nice. So we've blanched some broccoli as well. Gives it some nice green color. course, they don't like too much vegetable on their plate, so I'll leave it. And that's a part of the orange. You know, you get some fruit in there, a little vegetable, your protein, and your starch. So it's well balanced. And so this is your brown sugar orange glazed chicken tenders.